In the heart of Kenya's western region, in a small village called Sosio, was born on the 25th of November 1944, a boy destined to carry both the hopes of his community and the challenges of his nation. He grew into a man known as Michael Christopher Wamalwa, but to many he was simply Kijana, the young one. If you're new here, welcome to Echoes of Time, where we explore history and bring you entertainment and enlightenment. Your like, comment, follow, or subscription gives us the motivation to bring more content, so hit that button. It means everything to us. From his earliest days, he exhibited promise, excelling in school, a scholarship overseas, degrees in law and economics, return home to serve. After his studies in Kenya, he was awarded a Commonwealth scholarship to study law at King's College, Cambridge. In 1965, graduating in 1968 before going on to the London School of Economics. He was called to the bar at Lincoln's Inn in 1970. On his return home, he taught law at the University of Nairobi, while also running the family's farming business. Kijana entered politics at an age when many were still learning their way. At just 30, he vied as a parliamentary candidate in 1974, a bold step, and one that earned him the nickname Kijana because his community felt he was too young. Although he lost the elections, he would win the parliamentary seat in 1979. He embraced politics, not for prestige, but for purpose. In Parliament, his eloquence and love for unity was evident in the way he debated. He used his words to disarm his opponents and believed that Kenya was more than a conglomerate of tribes. In the 1990s, when multi-party democracy was still a fragile dream in Kenya, he stood among the voices pushing for constitutional reform. He helped shape the opposition movement, working alongside others to challenge entrenched power and imagine a better Kenya. The death of Jaramogi meant that Kijana would take the mantle as the Ford Kenya chairman, and he guided the party in ways that depicted his inclination to survive in inclusivity. In 1997, he would vie for the presidency and lost, but he gained admiration as one of the very few politicians who refrained from divisive politics and focused on elements of justice. Yet perhaps the most striking aspect of his life was not his office, but his character. As his younger brother described, Michael Wamalwa lived a life of self-giving. He looked after 22 siblings when their father died. He ensured their education before he even thought of marrying. He would not see you lacking, yet he had a shilling in his pocket. He gave away what he had, sometimes his last shilling, to someone else's need. His generosity was legendary. In an era when many politicians accrued vast wealth, he was remembered as one of Kenya's poorest deputy presidents because his wealth was measured in service, not assets. His children have begged for education support, and prominent family members have been accused of stealing the late vice president's remaining wealth. In January 2003, he achieved one of the highest offices in the land, Vice President of Kenya. Wamalwa had formed a coalition with NARC, and Kibaki's victory meant he would be rewarded. A crowning moment it was. Later on in 2003, he wed Yvonne Nambia in a sumptuous ceremony. It was said that he proposed in Shakespearean English and arrived at church in a vintage Ford, wearing a morning coat. Just 2 months after the wedding, Wamalwa returned to the Royal Free Hospital for another checkup, leading to widespread speculation that his health was worse than doctors had been letting on. He was never to recover and would die on the morning of the 23rd of August 2003. After which he was given a state burial at his farm in Kittle, Milimani. According to Wikipedia, the cause of Wamalwa's illness and death has been disputed, and official statements from the government did not specify a particular cause, though some claim that he died of HIV/AIDS. Various Kenyan newspapers listed gout, a chest infection, or pancreatitis as the reasons for his illness, while the British magazine, The Economist, reported his death had been caused by complications relating to AIDS. Wamalwa died at 58 years, a time when he was the supposed successor to President Mwai Kibaki. In death, as in life, his memory stirred reflection. A hospital in Trans-Nzoia County was renamed in his honor, the Wamalwa Kijana Memorial Teaching and Referral Hospital. His legacy as a man of the people, a servant leader, endures forever. Follow Echoes of Time for such and more stories.